Does anyone here know what female hypergamy is? Anyone heard that concept before? Right, it's like women are always like looking to be with the winners. Dude, I saw Luis take a girl off of one of like the head bouncers at one of the top clubs in the city, right? This dude's like a fighter, he's jacked as fuck, right? Runs like his own business and everything like that. But when she met Luis, she just couldn't help but like be like, whoa. She's like, hey, I want you to know I have a boyfriend. He's like, that's okay. But don't get me wrong, it's to catch a cheater, right? If anyone can get someone to cheat, it's like a man who like spent years specializing in understanding cheating and why people cheat, okay? Do you guys understand that? And we were talking about it the other day. And truthfully, at the end of the day, man, if there is a guy out there that's like you, but a bit better, they could probably take your girl. That's the reality. Has anyone here ever been cheated on? Raise your hand if you've been cheated on. Happens to the best of us, boys. Happens to the best of us, right? I think that's what makes, that's definitely what made Luis the man he is today. That's definitely what made me the man I am today, bro. You know, it's the reality, right? That pain. There's nothing worse than that pain of like a girl you love getting pumped by another guy. Just imagine like a dude who's like you, but like maybe he's more jacked or has more money than you. I know for a fact one time I called my ex-girlfriend and the dude was in the room. The man was in the room. Oh, fuck. Yeah, dude. What do you think I did to me, dude? That year, you know what I did? I moved to Mexico and had a media scandal in her country. Because this girl lived in Mexico. I moved to the capital city in her country. That's how much pain it caused me. Like I did this subconsciously. Like I didn't realize I was doing it, but I kind of knew I was gonna do it because I used to tell myself, she's gonna see me on TV. No! Like I was so angry. Started dating a woman who's a famous actress on the most famous TV show in her country. So I was dating a famous actress and I became infamous. I got myself canceled so she would see me on TV. That's how much pain it caused me, right? And that year I broke up with her, slept over 100 women, moved to LA, became friends with a bunch of influencers, traveled the world. It pushed me to become the best version of myself, you know? And then eventually I got the phone call. I made a mistake, I'm sorry. I want you back. Come back and see me. I'm like, no, block. Pfft, never talk to her again. You guys understand? By the time she comes crawling back, you won't want her, right? Because the person you become. You guys understand that? Another thing you're to learn is how to network. Because cold approach isn't just about the girls getting laid. It's about the men you make friends with, the networking capabilities you have, right? Dude, pretty much everyone I know or I'm friends with is either like a millionaire or an influencer or top in the world game. Besides that, I don't really have friends outside of that. It's like I have like friends I grew up with. We don't really see each other that much. You know, I mean, you know some of them from church, right? I found out that Phil, who did boot camp with me, goes to church with people I grew up with that I haven't seen in many, many years. Yeah. Like I didn't see Daniel for like 10 years until I saw him on my brother's birthday back in September, right? And it's crazy, right? Yeah. Right? Or, you know, like pretty much like the only people I know are like very successful guys, right? So your network increases, right? Your social status will increase. This is another huge benefit you'll get from actually learning game at the highest level and practicing lifestyle development. Do you guys understand that? And I want you to understand that game is the fundamental. A lot of people want to develop their lifestyle, but game is actually fundamental. There's a lot of guys that I know that most people have no idea that they came from game. A lot of the top club promoters in the city, they came from game, right? I know a dude who runs like fashion events in the city. He was like a student of like one of my students pretty much. Right? And I just find it insane. He runs these like really high-end fashion shows. He's like big, brings out a big crowd now, right? And nobody knows that, you know, he learned game. I want you guys to understand that this is a skill set. And if you want to succeed, you must dedicate yourself to the process, right? Everyone wants money. Everyone wants pussy. You don't just snap your fingers and get it. I mean, I do, right? But it's because I learned this skill set, right? Truly, I've learned the skill set of how to make money. Dude, I can just wake up and I'm like, I'm bored. What do we do today? I don't know. Should we make money today? Okay, cool. Let's make 5-10 grand, whatever. Right? Dude, last year, every day I'd wake up, I was just bored. Right? My roommate moved out. I had a new girlfriend. She's at my house all day. I was just like bored. I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna not eat until I make $10,000. You know, that's kind of like my day-to-day routine. You know, after like 6 months of that, you know, stacked another mill. I'm like, you know what, let's just have a fun summer. And then just did yacht parties all summer, had orgies every weekend. Like Thursday to Sunday, just like orgies. Monday, Tuesday was like recovery, hang out with my girlfriend. You know, that was pretty much my summer last year. You know, but it is a skill set that you guys don't have that skill set yet. So you have to put in the work. And there's times where I've been losing that skill set. I'm like blowing up Michael's phone. I'm like, dude, I feel like I'm getting like social anxiety again. Fuck. He's like, yeah, bro, if you don't use it, use it. Come out, right? So last night, on Thursday, we're just out hitting the fucking streets, crushing cold approach, right? And I'm like, I was like, almost like, Michael, what the fuck? I don't have approach anxiety. This is so crazy. And he's like, yeah, bro, because you're in a different environment and you know, you're obviously 10 years in game, right? I want you to understand something. This is very similar to entrepreneurship or martial arts or any path of mastery. If you want to get really good at lifestyle development game, it's, you know, you put in the time. You pay your dues by putting in the time. Do you guys understand that? Right? You know, because why does everyone want to be the guy with the high social status? Why? What's the whole point? It's to find a baddie wife or have an entourage of hoes that, you know, want to suck your dick, right? Or to make money from it, or to network with high status guys, right? But soul skills or dating skills, it's a science, it's an art form, it's a philosophy. Do you guys understand that? And you gotta really let that sink in and realize that this is something that you can actually do and achieve, right? Because it's all mindset. If you didn't think you could achieve, you wouldn't even try. Do you guys understand that? So you must first realize it's possible, okay? You must first realize there is a possibility that you can get good at this. Here's the crazy thing. If you can get good at this, you can do anything. I remember when I first had my first threesome of, I think it was like December of 2017. I was a brokey back then, dude. I was making $1,000 a month, you know, didn't have a whole lot of money in the bank, right? But I had my first threesome with this little piglet. She's a little chunky, this girl's a little chunky monkey, but her hot little skinny friend, you know, good times. You know, actually you live in the same house that I did that. Yeah, but I did in the living room. Because I had a bed in the living room. I hadn't earned it, dude. I was a brokey, dude. I told myself until I get my business off the ground, I sleep on a mattress on the floor in the fucking living room. You know? After I had some money coming in, I was like, okay, cool, I'll buy a bed frame. You know what I mean? Right? I hadn't earned it yet. Now I live in a 2-bedroom penthouse with 2 king-size beds by myself, right? But the whole point was, I remember having that threesome, I was like, wow, if I could have a threesome, maybe I could go on one day to make 6 figures, right? Understand that if you can get good with game, good with girls, you can get good with anything. Same thing like entrepreneurship. You know, maybe some of you guys are high-level entrepreneurs and you got good at entrepreneurship and you're like, well, if I did this, I can get good with girls, right? So, you know, success in one area of your life bleeds into other areas of your life. And I want you to understand that if you get yourself, and by the way, success is all relative. I want you to understand something. Do not compare yourself to me. Cause like, you know, I've been like depressed for the last 3 months. You know why, guys? It's cause like, I want you to understand something. With the level I'm at, I realized for me to get to higher level success is like, I gotta make $1 million a month and buy a fucking Bugatti or fucking do like 1 billion social media views or get to 1,000 lay count. I'm like, fuck. Like that's the next mountain to climb for me. And it's like, but there are also small wins. Like there's small, like success could just be like making a new friend, getting out of the house to go to a networking event and a cool after party at a fashion show, right? It could just be getting out of your comfort zone. And do you think for some of you guys, just showing up here today might be out of your comfort zone. So, you know, congrats.